Hey there, friends and foes, guys and dolls. Good morning, multiverse. This is Back of the Cereal Box, and we got a super fun show for you, but we got something brand new for you to see this right now.
It's like Coca-Cola, Levi Strauss, Johnny Carson and Mickey Mouse. The first star was James Dean, Elvis Presley, and he's still the king. Some things are only imitatable. You can't beat an original. Oh, you can't beat an original.
That is the brand new theme song, courtesy of our friends DL Memphis and the Geek Gumshoe and the Murdering Crows. I am over the moon. That song was written by one of my best friends, Jamie Slocum, who is a Dove Award-winning pop artist, and super excited. He gave us permission to use it, and the Murdering Crows did their own arrangement of it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Melissa Stetcher of Hopeful Simplicity is the co-host with the mostest this morning. Melissa, what do you think about our new theme song and
I'm
intro?
very excited.
I saw you in the back room singing along.
I was.
It's growing on you. I can tell.
Yes. I love it that the Murdering Crows did it, and I think they did it in a classically authentic kind of way. And I'm just like, yeah.
Speaking of the Murdering Crows, they have a full album out, available on Amazon, Google, and Apple Music. You should check it out. It is phenomenal. And Melissa, while we're pimping merch, we are brought to you by the League of Impossibilists webcomic by yours truly. It launched on October 29th, and 3 days later, it was a #1 new release on Amazon. I couldn't believe it. And it's doing super well. And you guys pick it up on Amazon, $2.99. The print version will be coming sometime down the road, which I know is important to one of our special guests this morning. Now,
Do I get a signed copy of it?
You will, obviously, yes. Now, speaking of comic books, before we bring our guests, we need to mention our partner organization,
Yes.
Comic Books for Kids.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit cb4k.org.
And of course, Comic Books for Kids is part of our partnership for Random Acts of Comics. Once hospitals start allowing us to go back in cosplay, we're going to partner with them to deliver comics in person all across the country. So all of those of you out there that are into cosplay and costuming, now it's time to start thinking ahead, because we're probably in a city near you. Speaking of being in a city near you, we need to welcome someone who's not in a city anywhere near me, but we love her, we adore her. She's the host of Cryptid Crunch, Miss Willow Schuyler, the social media socialite. That's hard to say without a script. I don't have any notes. How you doing, Willow?
Good. How are you?
You're sitting in the dark.
Oh shoot.
Are you trying not to wake up the family?
No, I'm home by myself with the cat, so I'm good. Hubby's at work right now.
It's early there.
It's
on
8
a
o'clock.
Saturday morning.
It's 8 o'clock.
Well,
Considering I get up at 4 a.m. every morning, this is sleeping in for me.
Good job.
4 o'clock. Listen, I am not up at 4 o'clock. God's not even up at 4 o'clock. I don't know what you're doing, Willow.
Hubby has to go to work, so he's a bus driver.
Oh, well, that kind of makes sense then. So Willow is the host or hostess of Cryptid Crunch, and you know what? While we're running videos, I'm just going to show this awesome intro video for Cryptid Crunch. Every other Sunday night, and next Sunday, let's see, next Saturday morning, Willow, you're going to be back with me.
Yeah.
For a little later time, programming note, Melissa, we're going to be going later because I'm going to be live at CryptidCon, hanging with the Finding Bigfoot gang. And Willow and maybe JD and maybe Keisha will be joining us remotely from CryptidCon. So make that programming note. We'll be 1 hour later next Saturday morning.
Cool. Okay.
Let me change it now. Jeez, Johnny.
And we have some great friends bringing some fire this morning because we are going to be talking about our favorite movies. We're going to be talking about new loot, what's in our cereal bowls, and we're going to be playing some Mad Libs. And when I thought Mad Libs, I had to ask our Fireball friend, Dina Bekowitz, to rejoin us as a co-host. How you doing, Dina? You're muted.
It's probably better because I screamed so loud I hurt myself.
Take two. How are you, Dina?
Good morning. I'm so happy to be here, even though it's early on a Saturday morning on the East Coast. I love you guys, and it's great to, start the day with friends.
Are you back on the East Coast?
No, I've always been on the East Coast. Same continent, same time zone, different country. I'm still in Toronto, Canada.
Oh, I didn't realize that was Eastern time. Sometimes, it's 9 o'clock there. It's 8 o'clock where I am. What are you talking about? It's early on the East Coast.
First of all, Friday nights are date nights. So I just want you to know how much I respect and love you that I got up early on a Saturday morning after Friday night date night to be here and put on new makeup.
Wait. So you actually had a date?
I have date nights every Friday night. Friday night is date night. Fireball Friday, baby. I'm out of isolation after a year and a half. It's time to get social. This extrovert has been living alone for way too long.
I love it. I had a date last night with a ghost named Mary.
Ooh.
She brushed the back of my neck.
Ooh.
Melissa, you look dubious. Willow loves the ghost stories. We need to have another episode just telling ghost stories, Willow.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
And since we are talking about our favorite movies as well this morning, I had to invite the movie maven from It's Nerd Culture, Ryan Permisson. How you doing, Ryan?
Doing well, good sir. Thanks for having me, and good morning to all of you. It's good to be here with you fine folks on a Saturday morning at 9 a.m. when I don't get up normally at this hour on the East Coast. But I don't care because this is a fun show. We're talking about something called movieology, so I'm down, man. I've been watching movies since I was yay high, so let's get into it.
That's fantastic. Well, before we get into it, we've got comments. We've got comments from my buddy Lucas Bryan. Greetings from Grand Rapids and prep for Grand Rapids Comic-Con Day 2. Ooh, I didn't know that was going on. Lucas, you have got to do some correspondent video for us. You've been a guest on Back of the Cereal Box numerous times. Why did I not know about this? Lucas, we're gonna have to talk. But do some video for us. I'll give you some admin rights. Anyway, Eli Cash says, listening to the intro while listening to Bill O'Reilly freaking out. Let's do it live.
Oh man, we quoted that in the early stages when we were putting up this YouTube channel. It was fun when we were throwing out that O'Reillyism. It was funny. Still is.
We have a Twitch user want to become. Oh no.
Oh, come
Spam.
on.
Trolls. Don't listen to the trolls.
Oh, let's get them. Let's
Now-
get them back.
Eli says, I wake up at 3 in the presence of nice men and what? Eli.
How do I
That's a
sign up
story
for that?
for another show entirely, man.
How do I sign up for that?
That's above my pay grade.
I feel like we should have Keisha here to
Oh boy, Willow,
help
you
explain that to people.
Keisha, man,
those-
that is one of the most unique characters I've ever met. in
For
my
those
life.
of you who don't know, Willow is referencing Keisha Acuff, the other co-host of
My lord.
Cryptid Crunch, who is beautiful, but perhaps the weirdest person
Yes.
I've ever
So
encountered
strange.
in my life.
I mean,
And
if there
love
was an
her for it.
X-Files episode, she would be the center of it for Mulder
Oh,
and Scully. I guarantee.
I
you.
love her though. She's
No, we
awesome.
love her to pieces, but she is an X-Files case and an enigma wrapped into one. It's
Well,
crazy.
listen. We do not want to put Eli Cash and Keisha Acuff in the same room together.
No,
Trust me. Brian Wensloff says, good morning.
I know
One
that
of our
guy.
Other Reels and Heels fans or friends and fans. We're fans. He's fan. Whatever. You know what I'm
is.
saying.
He's everywhere. That guy.
Oh, look here. Jake Lindsay says you should ghost hunt at the Alamo site. You know, I don't do ghost hunts actually. I do ghost tours. It's a little bit different. I'm going telling the stories about the ghosts that people have already found and discovered and hunted. So I know it's a slight difference.
So you're
And-
like part 2 of the ghost thing then? You wait for somebody else to hunt them down and you're like, okay.
Yeah,
and then
pretty
you
much.
tell the story about it? Oh.
Pretty much. Well, because you know what? Hunting the ghosts is tedious. You got to sit in one spot for hours at a time all night long. I let somebody else go do all that work, and then I step into that space and say, "You'll never believe what happens here."
That sounds like a job that I would love to
I
do.
mean,
though.
unless you let Scooby-Doo and the gang do it in 22 minutes. They're pretty quick about finding them ghosts. You know?
I feel like
They've been doing it
John's
since the
management.
70s, or so I've been told.
He's the management.
He's management. Like he's got labor going out there and doing the work, and then he takes all the credit for it.
Sure.
Pretty much.
But John, that suits you. You're the director, the producer, the face of the organization. You have your little worker bee ghost hunters going out and taking the risk.
No, they don't even work for me. I just keep my finger on the pulse of what other people are doing, and I'll say, "Oh, so what happened there?" And they'll be like,
smart.
"Well, here's what happened." I'm like, I think I can use that. Yeah. So anyway, and we have look here, we got a new viewer. Crystal says good morning, and Angel Love, who was with us last week, says good morning. I had steak instead of cereal this morning. Hashtag don't judge. Hashtag my hubby loves me. Listen,
Hey, steak is very much a breakfast food.
do you guys know who the biggest seller of steak in America is?
I thought it was Jimmy John's.
No.
No, never mind. I know nothing.
Believe it or not, it's Waffle House. Waffle House steak
Nobody
and
does.
eggs is their most popular menu item, and they sell more steak than any other restaurant in the United States.
Wow.
Good for
I
them.
believe
We stop at their place on our way down south.
Mhm. Yeah,
Do
it's-
you
that's
not
a
have
road
them in the
travel show.
north?
In the east,
No,
northeast?
we do.
Okay.
We do?
but that's like one of those, it's at a lot of exits. So it's
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
what
of
I'm saying.
road
Like,
trip
you know, when
stops.
we're driving down to South Kakalaki of the Carolinas, it's like, you know, yeah, there's a Waffle House every 5 blocks.
Yeah,
It's fine.
They're kind of like
They're everywhere.
like the weeds. They're kind of like Walgreens.
That's got to be some
Okay.
good quality steak.
Yeah.
Well, it's not, but it
No.
tastes good because they cook it in like 2 pounds of butter.
Good for them. Whatever
Everything.
works.
Have you ever watched those cooks at Waffle House?
Yeah.
Everything's in butter. Oh,
They throw
it's so
everything
good.
into the mix.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Oh,
God, it's
Butter
so
House.
good. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Butter Hut.
Butter
And
House.
look
Yeah.
here, look here,
There you go.
Willow. Look who's watching. Ted Davies is watching and says, "Good morning, all." And he gives us 3 cups of coffee.
Man, there are lots of familiar faces in
Me
this
too.
chat. I love it.
Yes, it's fantastic. And speaking of chat, you guys are having a little conversation in the private chat. I'm going to let that not distract me.
It's girl talk. Let him go.
Yes. So it is time for our very first segment. We are called Back of the Cereal Box because I am of an age where we didn't have iPhones or iPads at the breakfast table. We were reading the back of the cereal box. And so it is time for our first segment, What's in the Bowl? And you guys, I thought Halloween was over. and I forgot that I had bought this box of Lucky Charms 3 or 4 weeks before Halloween because there is a free toy inside. There is a free toy inside, and it's part of the Cereal Squad Halloween collection. So you know what you do when there's a free toy inside?
You
Get
go
to
for
the
it.
bottom until you find
go
it.
for the toy. You go for the toy.
Now, well, I'm going to dig for it while you guys are sharing, but can we talk about something here? I have not opened this bag of cereal yet because this bag of cereal, I'm so impressed. First of all, Lucky Charms, my least favorite cereal as a kid. But I opened the box, and when I pulled open the bag, look at this. This is filled all the way to the top. I mean, it's crazy.
That normally never happens. Never.
You're normally paying for air.
Yeah,
exactly. They're normally half empty by the time I open up my box of cereal. I'm like, who took my cereal?
Oh my gosh, you guys, look. I didn't even have to dig. It fell right out.
Oh, it fell right out of the bag already?
Yeah, but
That was
wait.
quick.
I'm really kind of disappointed.
Oh.
I was expecting like a pop style toy. This is flat. And I don't know what character this is, but I'm going to open it. Let's see.
It wasn't even in the bag with the cereal?
Like that special toy at the end of a Happy Meal.
It was in the box, so I'm pulling the and there it is, right there, and it just falls out.
Oh, it just falls out of the box.
There's no fun in that. We'll open that in a minute, but we'll open the cereal up. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna give a sniff first because there's nothing better than a fresh opened bag of cereal.
God, John loves his cereal.
You know what?
It's like a seduction.
Like you're back
I
being
feel
7 years old all over again.
We need a rating on this show right now. It's very suggestive.
Where's the 4D TV for this show?
Only for you, Dina. Only when you're
Where's
on.
the 4D?
Cereal corn, the new frontier.
Dina makes it X-rated.
I do.
Every
I make
single
everything
time.
X-rated.
Really? You make it X-rated,
I make
Dina?
everything X-rated.
That was like the foreplay, like the look at the box, and then
I have a toy inside this bag of cereal. You want to see it? And then
right, you want to see my small toy? Like, what is happening right now, Johnny?
Like the 50 Shades of a cereal box.
Oh my god! Oh my god! What is happening?
Is it?
Oh my god!
Okay, where is this energy when we're doing After Dark, guys? Jeez.
Call me. Call me.
Call Dina. Call Dina.
You know,
Dina will bring it.
I'll bring it. Oh, baby, I bring it out.
24/7.
Okay, next-
I got
next
10,000
one.
volts of energy. I don't need no caffeine for it.
All right, so it's time for the taste test. I've not had Lucky Charms since I was a kid.
Good luck.
It was my
Get lucky.
least favorite.
Yeah,
So we're
hope
gonna
the odds
give
are
it
ever in your favor over there, Johnny. All right, let us know. Give it a few seconds. Anticipation happens.
Meh.
Meh. It's meh? Is that what it is?
Does it taste like Lucky Charms?
It's Cheerios with marshmallows.
Oh, so it's basically tasting paper. Okay. All
Yes.
right, because that's what Cheerios are. It's just paper. And yet my family eats them every morning. I don't know how she
I
does
thought that was your favorite cereal, Ryan.
No. I eat the stuff that actually has substance in it called Honey Nut Cheerios, not Cheerios. 'Cause Cheerios is just paper, whereas Honey Nut actually has flavor. It has sauce. It has substance. Yet, see, Dina and I on the East Coast, we know what we're talking about, so it happens.
And in French.
Oh, it is? Wow. Parlez-vous français? Okay,
bilingual,
fantastic.
goes both ways.
That's fantastic. Honey Nut Cheerios is great for the soul. So to answer your question, Johnny, what's in my bowl of cereal? It's Honey Nut Cheerios. There's your answer.
Now, Melissa,
What?
I know that you have a bowl with a handle.
I do.
What's
Wow,
in it?
that's cool.
It's a bowl with a handle, and it is.
Oh, that bowl with a handle. I'm sorry.
It is. It's chai tea with thieves today. I don't feel good, so I
Wait a
don't
minute.
eat. When I don't feel good, I don't eat much. So I'm just
speak-
just give me the tea.
Speaking of toys you get in a bottom of a cereal box bag, does anyone remember those color-changing plastic spoons you used to get?
Yes, I'm on the hunt
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah, does anyone remember those? Because I got like 2 or
Yep.
3 of those when I was a kid, and every time I would take a bite out of my cereal, they would always change to a different color. That was kind of fun.
Those were fun. Okay, so I just opened the toy. The toy is in a bag,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's also wrapped in another package.
Well, they don't want you to have that toy,
Felix the
Johnny.
cat?
And
You
this
can't
is
have your toy.
Protection.
this is like one
Protection,
of those,
John. Protection. Keep it wrapped.
Wrap it.
Boy, that could go.
I
in a
made
couple
him
of different
speechless.
directions, Dina.
I got John to stop talking, everybody.
I think you
Willow,
just
what's in
Johnny's
your
jaw
bowl?
dropped on the floor, Dina.
Well, I'm eating the rest of the monster cereal that
Oh yeah, you did an advertisement for
And
that on Instagram.
with the Ghostbusters and the Blueberry mixed together.
And how is
It
it?
it actually tastes really good mixed together, by the way.
Really? Do you wash it down with the Ghostbusters High C Ecto Cooler?
I don't think we've ever had that up here. That's
You never
that's
had that
the
in
problem with Canada.
You've never had that in Canada?
That's the problem with Canada. We very seldom get this stuff, the cool stuff that you guys get down there.
Willow,
I'll have to
where
call
are you?
Slimer and have him
I'm in
deliver
Winnipeg.
you a few boxes of those.
Canadians in the house. John, what did you expect on this show?
Gee, I wonder.
It's a cold country.
It's an
We have-
international show.
Oh my
We
God,
have
that's
the
awesome.
United Nations of back of the cereal box here.
We
So,
do.
Dina, did Toronto get shut down with the snow, or did you guys get any snow?
No,
No?
snow,
Okay.
not yet. No.
Willow, you and your town and your neighborhood, you always get the short end of the stick.
Well,
with
she's
snow.
in the peg.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it's
BC usually gets their snow first.
okay.
Mhm.
BC and Alberta usually
That's
get
fair.
snow first, and then us.
All right.
And then you. Okay.
So Brian Wensloff just posted a comment that I'm afraid to
No,
post.
you need to finish that bite and not talk with your mouth full. Because
Yes, thank you, Melissa. Thank you.
full crickets, Batman. I will.
That's what the whole show is about.
What being nasty and like,
Yes.
no.
Yeah,
Do I have my
Brian
goodness.
Wensloff says
It's not
it's not the same when it's wrapped.
Brian, marry me.
Oh,
He's
boy.
actually already married with children there, Dina. So
Oh,
Brian's
then he
off the
didn't-
market.
Then that's why he didn't wrap it. He got
Yeah, Brian's off the market, but yeah.
Brian's funny. It was a joke, Brian, and your
No
wife.
worries.
It was a
No.
joke. It
No,
was
it's
funny.
okay. It's okay. Just giving you the four. What is it called? The
Hey, I've
411.
seen him flirt with other guests on our show. It is awkward.
Oh,
What?
I don't wanna-
Never mind. Go do your thing.
oh my God.
I don't know what's
Sounds
going
like
on right
what
now.
happened to my show. It was supposed to be a family-friendly Saturday morning show. Who do I,
I know.
invite?
Saturday mornings it's family friendly, and then on my show it's a little bit edgy with PG-13 with attitude. But whatever. Tune in at noon Eastern. At It's Nerd Culture on Facebook. Love to have you in the comments.
Ryan, the art chemist says check out General Mills limited edition color changing cereal spoons, set of 3. I'm gonna check that out. We
Wow.
need that for the show.
Mm.
And Brian says, Dina, what's up?
Don't encourage her.
Brian's clever. Brian's my new best friend. Brian and I are going to have a little banter.
That's fantastic.
You
So,
tell me, Brian, what's up?
hey, we've had a couple of comments from Jake Lindsay. Jake, I'm not going to post all your comments, but he did ask about Winter Carnival, and it's not in Nashville. It is in Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. but it is coming up in March, and yes, I will be there. But anyway, Winter Carnival is a magic convention, and I've not been there since 2009, but I am slated to make my return. Dun dun dun.
General Mills, Canada. Get a free color changing spoon inside specially marked boxes of cereal.
Oh, only in Canada?
I don't know. I
Okay.
haven't found the UA one or the US one yet.
Ryan, I will send you those color changing spoons if I find them. If you send me more of those cool little monster cereals.
All right. So
All
here's
this
the
talk
deal.
about cereal.
The marshmallows and Lucky Charms redeems it. I used to hate cereal marshmallows, right? They used to be like this chalk texture and awful, but now they've improved them. They're still a little bit crunchy for marshmallows for my taste, but they taste delicious. And here's the thing with Cheerios. I didn't know this. It stays crispy in the milk. It doesn't get soggy as fast as others. Like Fruity Pebbles,
It takes forever to get soggy.
30 seconds for Fruity Pebbles. And you got it. Dina, are you making soggy a euphemism?
The line. Yes, it takes forever to get soggy. Come on.
Is that one for you, Dina?
You're
my
not
bad.
preparing it properly.
Yeah.
Melissa, what have I done? What have I done? What
Really,
has
I feel like
happened
this is
to
more of the
this
Dina show than anything else.
It always is, isn't it, John?
Me and Dina need to hang out more, apparently.
You know, Dina, maybe you should make an appearance on a few of our videos on nerd culture. Maybe you can bring some of the edge up on it. Who knows?
Oh
I am not a nerd. I don't know much about geek culture, but I will come on any show and talk to anybody because I really do love people.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Like you guys are. I appreciate this. Is
All
so
right.
much fun for me. I've been so alone.
We'll have to fit you in at some point or another down the line.
And
that's another good line. That's usually my line.
There you go. You're welcome. Yeah.
John,
Yeah, because you always keep talking about date night. You're single and ready to mingle. That's fine.
Does anyone know Chip the Skeleton? He was the toy. Chip the Skeleton. Who is Chip?
No idea who that is.
Is he from Cookie Crisp? Chip?
I
don't know.
Maybe what's the other one? Cocoa Krispies?
So I was hoping that I got one of the monster ones, but I was hoping for like a pop style toy. That's what it looks like on the front of the box, right? That's what you think you're gonna get. And it's just this little
It's flat.
I mean, it's cool and all, but I mean, I was like, I'm a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, that just looks like Felix the cat to me. Every time you hold it up, I'm like, huh?
Oh, I just accidentally knocked myself out of the stream.
Whoops.
All right, so hey,
When did
you know
I
what?
become lead?
It's time for our next segment, which is New Loot. Dun, dun, dun. This is the segment where we basically show and tell the cool stuff we found this week. And Willow, you're reaching for something. What
Not
do you
exactly new this week, but I still love it. It's my hat that I bought from Comic-Con.
Make everyone at Starbucks laugh.
Oh, that's adorable.
Oh, they love it. They love it.
That's adorable.
I can wave at people.
That is fantastic.
Gee willikers, man.
That's what $20 got me.
I would
Totally
say
right.
that was totally worth it.
20
Absolutely.
Canadian.
Now, Melissa,
Yes. Hi.
I know you are excited to share your new organizational hopeful tip of the day. What did you create, find, or do?
So, because I have entirely too much cereal, and it
Sugar
doesn't
high?
fit in my 3, containers for cereal, I repurposed the boxes to office organizers. So there's one like traditional magazine, and I didn't cover this one in contact paper because people are like, "That's not a cereal box." So this one's like a traditional magazine holder, and then you have a stacked office holder. And by the way, this fits comic books perfectly because mine were in there. So yeah, that's all I did.
That's cool.
I repurposed them.
That is awesome. Awesome. Ryan, did you find anything cool or interesting this week that you want to share with our audience?
Yeah, if I would have
Show
known,
and
I
tell
wouldn't have
town.
to, lunge all the way over to the other side of my room to grab this stinking thing. But yeah, I made something known as an Ollie's run, because Ollie's is good stuff cheap and they have way too many things.
Yes.
This is a series of books, and it's called the Great Mystery Collection, and it has all these classic stories of Sherlock Holmes and
Oh,
Crime and Punishment
Oh, wow.
and whatever else. Who else is in here? Classic tales of, detection and adventure by some guy named Edgar Allan Poe. I mean, he's kind of a big deal because I'm in Maryland and Edgar Allan Poe died here in Maryland. So, hey, what's up? But yeah, so it's a series of mystery novels, and it was like not even 10, it was like $9 or $8 at Ollie's. So if you're looking for reading materials, they got collections of different genres. This one's Great Mystery. They had one called the Great Horror Collection. And then what was the other one? Great
yeah, be
Science
careful how you
Fiction.
say that word when Dina's in the room.
Yeah, sorry, the horror. Anyway, so yeah, that's one of the new things I got this week. Hope you enjoy it, and yeah, check out Ollie's. Good stuff, cheap.
Good stuff, cheap. I
Exactly.
love Ollie's to get graphic novels,
Oh, yeah.
and
They got tons.
right now you can find Star Wars Black figures
Mm-hmm.
and Marvel Legends figures cheap at Ollie's. So, Fireball,
Yes.
I'm almost afraid to ask you.
What? You said good stuff cheap. I'm cheap, but I'm not inexpensive.
Good Lord.
I didn't buy anything. I just brung my personality.
I think that's plenty.
I did bring
I
props
think that's enough. Did you
I
bring
brought props
props?
for the movie
props did you
segment.
bring? Okay.
for the
okay.
movie segment. Yeah.
We're getting there quickly.
How was your date?
Which one?
You said Friday night. How was last night? Did you have a good day?
Wonderful.
Okay, good.
Thank you. They're all
was it?
wonderful.
Who did you go out on a date with?
I
That's
think next
personal.
Friday is
We
going to
don't
be
have-
Ryan. Ryan just said he's single too, so I don't kiss and tell.
Spoilers.
Yeah, you're in Maryland. We'll talk. No, I
Exactly.
don't. I didn't go out and buy loot because that's not really my thing. But I brought my cereal, my Honey Nut Cheerios, with the same ones. I'm sticking with the brand because they are heart shaped, and I'm looking for love. Crystal Fox, yay!
Love
Hi,
Crystal.
She
Yeah,
says,
so
"Love everyone. This is my first time watching. Thank you, Crystal."
Thanks for joining us. You picked
I
the
love you,
perfect
Crystal.
weekend to join us.
I think she's got a recording today, but I'm so happy she could be here.
And Grand Illusion Show, Jake Lindsay says, Ollie sells magic kits too. Yes, they do.
They sell
I-
everything.
Yeah, they do.
They
It
literally
is-
do.
Yeah, it's like and Willow, do I understand you don't have Ollie's in Winnipeg?
No.
Oh, I wish you did.
No, unfortunately,
I wish
we
you did.
don't.
What is
It
that?
is like what Big Lots was back in the day when Big Lots first burst on the scene. And Ollie's is truly an overstock closeout place. They bought all of Toys R Us closeout stock when Toys R Us went bankrupt, and you could get stuff that was like Toys R Us exclusives for just a couple of bucks.
Yeah.
It was
Wow.
unbelievable. Speaking of Marvel Legends, look what I picked up this week. I'm so excited about this. I got the Marvel Legends What If
Oh, Captain Carter.
Captain Carter. This is impossible to find.
Wow.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and I had to pay a premium for this. I did pay $30 for it at a collectible shop, but this, first of all, Peggy Carter is like my favorite character in the MCU to begin with. And this episode of What If, where she gets the super soldier serum, was epic. And I love everything about Captain Carter. And have you heard the news, Ryan, that they are doing a season 2 of What If for Disney Plus?
No, I did not hear that. I've been living under a rock this whole time. But all right, I'm happy about that. Awesome. That means I got to go back and watch season 1.
Oh, so you haven't seen season 1?
No. None of the
was-
current stuff I'm on top of. I'm watching all these classic films that I haven't watched yet. I got a stack of Blu-rays and Diva does a mile high that I'm trying to get through, including some TV series too. So there's a lot on my to-do list. Trust me. My winter break is going to be nothing but binge watching and reading a ton of books. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because life is better when reading.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
So good though. I would watch a whole What If series just on Peggy. I'm not gonna.
I've heard it's great, but like I said, I'm not up to date on any of the current things. I should probably someone should take away my geek red card for that, but whatever.
Well, I really feel like they need to do a series focused on. Well, I want to see. Okay, I would rather have instead of a season 2 of What If, I would rather have a Guardians of the Multiverse series led by Peggy Carter with the badass Black Widow that we got in the last 2 or 3 episodes of What If, and some of those other characters. That's what I want. I want to see that relationship more, but we'll have to wait and see. So, anybody else have any other loot they want to share before we move on? Because I think before we talk movies, we got to do a Mad Libs.
Sure.
I don't even know how to play this game, but all right.
What? Ryan?
Like I said, I've been living under a rock for the past 3.5 decades, but I digress. No. Listen, I sort of kind of know what Mad Libs is, but I never actually played it.
So I was thinking about this.
I was
thinking about this morning. That so many kids, I asked Dee. I said, "Hey Dee, do you guys do Mad Libs on long trips with the kids?" And she's like, "No, they got their heads in the phones." And I'm like, "How sad is that?" Yeah. This is a pen and paper kind of activity. So here we go. Dina,
sandwich. Oh no, wait.
No, I need an animal.
Cat.
Monkey.
Lion.
Monkey.
Lion.
All right, Ryan.
Tiger, since my school is the Tigers, but whatever.
Ryan, I need a number.
Any number?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's go with my lucky number if I were on deal or no deal. Case number 14, Howie.
And
the greatest game show of all time.
That's great. I love it.
Canadian.
And let's see, Melissa, a type of liquid.
Vodka.
Ooh. There you go.
And Willow, a female celebrity.
Ooh.
Lady Gaga.
Oh, because of House of Gucci. Okay.
Gaga.
I would have said because of Star is Born. She was really good in that.
Yeah.
All right. Ryan, a noun.
Okay.
Person, place, or thing.
Yeah, person, place, or thing. All right. Beach. I don't know.
Okay. And Dina, a plural noun.
Cherries.
Oh my God.
That makes sense.
Vodka,
It's not going to, but it's going to be funny.
No, it makes sense. Well, it
And
does.
Willow, another plural noun.
Ooh.
Bags.
Grocery
Eggs?
bags.
Bags.
Bags of groceries. No, I'm kidding.
All right. And Melissa, a celebrity male.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Wow, that is a
Still
throwback.
my heart.
He's my
That's a throwback to 97,
Hall
98
Pass.
when that film came out. My God.
And Willow, another animal.
Bear.
Ooh, lions and tigers and bears, Willow.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Yeah, there you go. See, Melissa was so excited she spit out her drink.
And Dina, a color.
Oh, what color?
Red.
Well, red is the color. Well, red is the color of love. So.
and cherries.
And blood.
And
And blood.
Melissa, a noun.
Sandwich.
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 Sandwich. It's going to be fun.
Mhm.
And Ryan, a type of food. A type
Oh.
of food.
Oh no. I don't know. Meat. Steak. I don't know.
Meat.
Meat.
All right, well, let's just go with that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nice meat.
And
Thanks. I work out every day. I got a 6-pack, Dina. I do.
I know,
Dina.
you're not talking about beer.
Dina, we need an adjective.
Passionately.
Ooh, there you go.
What passionately would be not would be
Oh, it's an
passion-
adverb.
adverb, but an passionate.
You're right. English major. Clearly, it didn't stick.
It's morning. We're
And
fine.
I know.
Willow, animal plural.
Cats.
Who doesn't like cats?
Wow.
And Ryan, another type of food.
Come on, Ryan. You
Why
can
do I
do
get the
it.
hard ones? So there's meat. I don't know. Veggies? No, that doesn't count.
Yeah. It's a type of food, right? Veggies. First thing that comes to mind, baby.
I guess. Yeah, veggies. I don't know. Veggies for 200, Alex. I don't know. Another good Canadian kid.
That is not
Right.
where my brain went. When you said type of food, I'm like Mexican, Italian.
Yeah, I don't know. My brain's not fully functioning. This is why I'm going to ruin the thing
salad.
for you, Johnny. I'm sorry.
So
Appetizers,
Melissa,
dessert.
Melissa, we need a noun.
Another person, place, or thing. Ball.
Like beach ball or no? I'm kidding.
Fireball or
What about
Oh
a?
my God.
What about a baseball?
I'm going to be very afraid to read this in a
What
minute
about a basketball?
because
Basketball.
Dina is in the room.
oh my god, I'm so excited.
All right, Dina, you get the last one. A noun.
Noun.
I can't use that one. It's not G-rated.
Huh.
Photograph.
Ooh. Okay.
He's reading and he's like, I don't want a photograph of balls. Nope. Nope.
Dina, phonograph, Instagram ready. She is Instagram ready.
She is amazing.
She is.
I think
That's
she's
why
amazing
she's
with
here.
a capital A.
You guys are good for my ego. I love you so much. I'll send
We
you the
love
bill.
you, Dina.
No, this is.
We'd
Make
like
sure
to
you
love
friend
you
all of
more
us on
often.
Facebook if you haven't already, Dina.
I Instagram. I hit you all up on Instagram. Well, only Willow and Ryan. I already know. John, Melissa, and I are old friends.
Hey, what are you saying?
I love you.
You're old,
You know
Johnny.
that.
That's what she's
I
saying.
am. Look, we didn't have iPhones, iPads, or
What's
iPhones.
in your bowl?
You didn't have flip phones.
Listen,
iPods.
I'll tell you what.
Nano.
I
I'll
had
tell you
flip
what.
phones when I was
This
younger.
week,
John, remember
this
rotaries?
week, my brain is completely fried from the last 2 weeks of open enrollment for healthcare.gov. 60 hours a week on the phone.
Jeez.
Just, I'm exhausted. All right. So here we go. Ready? This is called Can I Take Your Order?
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Your order?
Yeah, we're at a
Yes.
restaurant.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Oh
I
my
thought you
God.
said order, and I'm like, yeah, take my
Yep.
orders away.
Let's pretend we're at a restaurant for this.
That's right. We're so hungry, we could eat a monkey. To start, we'll have 14 glasses of iced vodka to drink. Our daughter, Lady Gaga, loves breakfast any time of the day, so she'll take the Old Timers Beach with 2 scrambled cherries and the smoked sausage bags on the side.
God.
My son, did I mention these were from Cracker Barrel?
No.
My son, Tommy Lee Jones, will have the chicken fried bears with carrots, red beans, macaroni, and sandwiches, and meat muffins. Meat
yum.
muffins.
Ooh.
For me, I'll have the country passionate shrimp with hush cats, corn, apples, and greens. And my better half will have the chicken ball pie. And to round it out, we'll have 4 slices of all-American photographs for dessert. That ought to do it.
I feel like I owe your wife an apology or an you're welcome. I'm not sure which.
Chicken ball pie.
You
I think
welcome?
Dina is speechless.
No, country passionate shrimp. I'm like city
No.
passionate shrimp.
That's pretty good.
That was good, John. That was really cool.
Chicken ball
it was
pie. That sounds
Wow,
like
this
an
really shows you
amazing
how bad
Chinese
I
food
am at
dish.
playing Mad Libs.
We should start a restaurant together.
So that was a Cracker Barrel themed one. I should have done just the general Mad Lib themed one.
Yeah.
Ryan, do you understand how it works? He has
Yeah,
this
now I
outlining
do.
of- yeah, now you do. Okay.
Yeah. It took me 3.4 decades to understand this, but yeah.
Yes, keep
Oh,
reminding
you know
us you're a
what?
young boy. You're 35, 34. We get it.
So
34. I go 35 in September of next year. Thank you.
So these are available at Cracker Barrel. Now, here's what I wish I had taken a look at these beforehand because Only that first one is Cracker Barrel themed. The rest of them
Just
are
generic.
more generic, which is
Okay.
more funny.
Do they have Mad Libs at Ollie's? Maybe I should go back there and get some.
I have not seen
sure.
them.
Really? If anyone knows if they have Mad Libs at Ollie's, let me know because maybe I'll drive back
I think
over
they
there
would
this
have them at any like grocery store.
True.
Like,
Yeah, but yeah, that's true. I can always wait
Where
till
you
next
get,
week.
like,
when I
the
have to run to
crosswords
the
and stuff
grocery
like that.
store. That's true. Thank you.
Angel
Willow.
Love says, "I love meat muffins."
Oh my God.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
Meat muffins. Oh.
they make weird movies that start out like that.
Amazing
Meat
chicken
muffins.
fried bears and meat muffins.
Hello, Chris and
Hashtag. Do you see if we can get a hashtag meat muffins trending for no reason whatsoever? Put it on TikTok and just see what happens. Let the algorithms go play.
Oh my God! Everybody watching this, do it this week.
Hashtag meat muffins. Like no explanation though whatsoever.
Yeah.
And let people start to guess what
Inside
it is.
joke.
I
Hilarious.
love that. I love that idea. I think that would be great. So, hey, speaking of Angel Love, she went to the Tennessee State Museum with her son, and there was a display with a Game Boy Color and Super Nintendo in a museum and a corded phone in a museum.
Well, wise man once said, Johnny, it belongs in a museum. So do you. Throw them over the side. Great movie, by the way. If you haven't seen.
wait,
Master
not
Chief.
everybody has a corded phone. Boy,
Still,
Like, I still do.
Eli, kiss my
I did.
sweet American meat muffins. That's
I
brilliant.
must be out of date.
Yeah, Willow, you are out of date, but we love you all the more for it. It's okay.
So wait, Willow, I got to know. Is there actually, you actually have a landline that
Yes.
rings?
do you have a dial
Yes.
tone?
You have a cord?
Is there a dial
Do
tone
I
on
answer
that
it?
phone?
No, because it's always a telemarketer.
But it has
Why don't you
a
just get rid of the landline then? Then they won't call
I've been
you
asking
anymore.
my husband the same thing.
All right, well, tell your hubby, I love you, but this has got to go.
Is
I
it
got one.
is it
when I
part
had
of
my
a
son.
bundle?
Yeah,
Like a cable bundle?
yeah.
But the phones are all cordless now, Willow.
Really?
Like the,
I know.
It's
You got
not the
rid of ours.
landline. It's
I
the cord.
I use this more than I use that.
Oh, the smartphone. Yeah, use those.
But here's the thing. Willow, you are actually prepared for an EMF terrorist attack. Because if cell towers go down, you still got the cord.
I'll be
Now you're
calling you
starting
on
to
my
talk like my
landline,
husband.
Willow. We'll be the only ones talking. Every Saturday morning, I'll call Willow on my landline, be like, hey, rest of the world.
Yeah, we're still living like it's 1985.
Yeah, but here's the thing. My son doesn't have to answer his cell phone, but that annoying ass ringing thing that doesn't ever stop, you know he's going to answer that.
Mhm.
Mm.
That's
And
good.
if the
That's
power
good.
goes
Will
out
occurs.
or the internet goes down or it's, falling in the couch cushion and not on ring, he's going to answer that annoying ringing thing.
So in How I Met Your Mother, says Curious Idealist, Angel Love, Robin said that Canada lags 10 years behind the U.S. I think Willow just proved that to be true with the corded phone.
Sorry, Willow, you're about 10 years too late.
Pretty much.
I'm with you, Willow.
It's okay, Willow. We still love you. We'll still bring
Hey,
you down here to the States.
There's a quote in How I Met Your Mother about the 80s being being part of our 90s, and that was so true.
Well, the 80s was, 80s had its moments.
I grew up in Montreal, so I don't think we were so far behind, to be honest. Like the New Yorkers would come to Montreal to party at club. What was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1234. It was like the disco nightclub of Canada, and all the New Yorkers.
Yorker. Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing.
People still had like the high ponytail and the Madonna esque look.
Yeah,
in
the 80s. Oh, I had the neon and the mesh and all the cuffs and that. The 80s was my time. I mean, John, you and I are the same age, at least. The rest of you young people here may not remember that the same way. But the music was fun. The clothing was awful, but it was fun.
No, wait, what are you talking about? The clothing was
the neon
awesome.
and the mesh. But it came back in the stores. I was like, I never want to see neon yellow or neon green or neon hot pink ever again. It hurts. That's a contemporary pink. John, that's a contemporary pink for hair. It's not the same as the ones that she blinded me with neon. you know.
She
No,
blinded me with science.
Now, after the show, this will go from hot pink to red and blue for Harley Quinn
Of course.
for Gallatin Comic Con, where
Have
I will
fun.
be hosting the cosplay contest today.
Okay,
So
I thought that was this weekend.
Congrats.
I was like, it was.
cool.
Have
Yeah.
a good weekend, man. I got some conventions in my neck of the woods next weekend that I'm gonna hit up. So it should be
well,
fun.
and next Saturday I will be at CryptidCon live, hanging out with the Finding Bigfoot cast, and we'll be broadcasting live from the back of the cereal box table, live on the vendor floor. It's going to be super fun, super fun. I can't wait, can't wait. So it is time for This Week in the Rec Room, where we dish on what is the topic of the week, which for us, and this is why I brought you in, Ryan, we got to talk movies, our all-time favorite movies. And I got to ask, Ryan, have you seen the new film, The Harder They Fall? I know
No.
you're back. You're backlogged.
Extremely backlogged back here in this studio. No, I have not.
Now, I promised Sean Connors, who can't be with us this morning, I wouldn't talk too much about the harder they fall because he wants to talk about it. But can I just say, it is the single best movie of 2021. Maybe one of the top 5 movies I've ever seen in my entire life. It's incredibly well written and directed. Characters that you care about, that are historically true characters, and with real stakes. But it's got a gorgeous set design, sweeping cinematography. The score is phenomenal, and it's just it redefines the modern Western. You guys have got to see The Harder They Fall. It is definitely in my top 10, maybe top 5 of all time. And Brian Winslow says House of Gucci is the best film of 2021. I haven't seen it yet, but I am going to respectfully disagree. I can't.
That comes out here the Thanksgiving week, so I haven't seen that yet.
We haven't seen Ghostbusters Afterlife yet, so how can you say that?
Listen. Ghostbusters Afterlife is going to be fun. It's not going to be one of the best movies of 2021. In our summer movie tournament that Ryan participated in on Clubhouse, Cruella won the best summer movie of 2021. But I got to tell you, The Harder They Fall beat it hands down.
It was because of that tournament that I actually watched Cruella, because I'm like, if this sucks, I'm going to be pissed. So I didn't watch it until I listened in on your tournament thing. And then I was like, oh, yeah, no, thank you for that.
Yeah, well, glad you enjoyed it.
So, Willow, what's your all-time favorite movie of all time?
You know what? I'm going to have to say Beetlejuice, because that's the one that I always, that's like my go-to comfort movie for some reason. I love it. I love the music. I love the acting. I love the special effects in it.
Now, have you seen Beetlejuice the musical on stage?
No,
the Broadway musical.
I heard about that, and I'm curious as to how it is live.
Well, you can download the soundtrack. You can get the soundtrack. The soundtrack is phenomenal. And I was not a Beetlejuice fan until I heard the Broadway music. And now I'm like, maybe I need to see this. So Beetlejuice for Willow. Dina, what's your all-time favorite movie?
So I have a couple of, I do find it hard to pick one favorite. My absolute top 3 would be a film called Holiday, starring Katharine Hepburn and Cary Grant. And I think it's like in the 1940s, set in New York. It is a classic. It's heartwarming. It's a love story. It's comedy. It's slapstick. It's just Holiday with Cary Grant and Katharine Hepburn. It's about creative people and not following what you're expected to do. So I love that about it. There are a few other movies I like, and that's why I brought props. So here's one for the Canadians in the house.
Huh.
Wait, hold on. Let me put you center stage here. Mordecai
Mordecai Richler.
Jacob and the
Jacob
Tutu.
Tutu.
Meets the hooded bang.
So this was a book.
I've never heard of this. Yeah.
I was in the movie. That's my first movie. Yeah.
Aw.
Interesting.
And it was a really cool experience because I was a little kid when we filmed it, and it was truly an incredible experience and a really cool movie. And it starred Alex Karras. He was the Hooded Fang, and he was the sweetest, nicest, gentlest man. That's all I want to say.
So
that's another favorite movie.
You filmed it when you were a little kid.
Yeah.
What was that? 2 months ago?
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
No, but we do know for a fact that the costume still fits you.
The costume was a potato sack.
Oh.
It was literally a potato sack with a number on it, like burlap. And we had green makeup because we were supposed to be in the dark. There was no sunshine. I think for those of you who are like, I think you guys would like it because it takes place in this castle and these kids are slave labor and the Hooded Fang can't stand children or the sun. And there's some cool monsters and creepy characters. And then there's Jacob Tutu, the hero, and his two best friends, which is me and this other girl. So it really is quite cool and fun and creative and artistic. Another one of my favorite movies. Now, this is, you're going to have to figure it out. It's a guessing game.
That looks like the Wizard of Oz to me.
Yes! The adult version.
I have shoes just like that.
The Judy Garland version, I'm assuming.
That's cool.
Right. Yeah.
1939. Anybody?
Did you Did you make that the headpiece?
No, it was a Halloween costume, and I was like, "Oh, it's the Cowardly Lion."
Oh, that's cute.
Put 'em up.
And then I was like, "Oh, my red shoes." Little twist on
Needs
it.
to be
Judy
more
Garland,
Ruby.
a true legend.
Still come through with
so-
like the
more
glitter
sparkle.
later.
These will get me home.
I see what you did there.
Thank you.
So for Dina and Ryan, since you quoted the Cowardly Lion, I spent 3 years building a career playing the Cowardly Lion on stage in 3 different productions of The Wizard of Oz. I would be hired from one to the next. Yeah. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. All right, Melissa, all-time favorite. Oh, wait, you have one more. The
One more.
Aristocrats. Oh, no. We can't talk about this one.
Which one was that? I didn't catch that. What was that?
That is a dirty, vulgar movie.
Okay, well,
But
then we won't
it's
talk about
comedy. It's about comedy. That's what I like about it.
It's dirty and vulgar.
that. I still don't know what this is.
Okay, hold it up.
Tony, I'd
hold
like
it
you
up.
to meet Dina. Dina, this is Tony. Like, hello.
Hold it up for
Dirty
Ryan.
and vulgar
Dina.
at your service.
You know, these visual props are going by so quickly, my eyes aren't what they used to. Oh, okay, got it.
100 comedians, one very dirty joke.
Got
To me,
it,
it's
got it.
it's not a classic. It's not a movie in the sense of there's a
Yeah, I don't think that's going to make
storyline.
an AFI top 100 list anytime soon.
Comedy Institute. I don't.
Maybe.
I think that is the first movie though where I found out that Bob Saget had like a very
Yeah, Danny
interesting
Tanner is not who you think he
No,
is
Bob
in real
Saget. Bob Saget is one of the most vulgar comedians on
Love
stages.
him. Yeah.
His
Yeah.
record is nowhere near spotless as it was for 8 years on Full House.
All right, Ryan. So, what's your top pick? Your number one go-to film?
There's so many of them, though. That's the problem. You know what? Forget it. I'll go against a little bit of the type here. One of my favorite movies that I can go back to over and over again. I saw this movie for the first time just a few years ago too, and it knocked me on my keister because I grew up watching the second one before I saw the first one. I'm going with James Cameron's The Terminator from 1984. That's what I'm going with. That's one of the all-time greatest. I can always watch it, whether it's on in the background or in the front of my eyes. I can watch it from beginning to end. Doesn't matter what point in time in the movie it is. It's great. It's fantastic. It holds up almost 40 years later. And to me, it's my favorite of the franchise. A lot of people say T2 is the superior one, but in my opinion, humble, expert, professional opinion, it is The Terminator because you wouldn't get Judgment Day without the first one. So
the first Terminator
fantastic.
is what I would consider a perfect movie.
Yes.
Because it has
With
a
you.
definite beginning, middle, and finite ending.
Mhm.
You don't have to see any of the other franchise to enjoy it. It is a standalone movie. Now, Drew Milden says something very funny here, Dina.
Yes, I'm looking for the
He
comment.
says he said he saw Aristocrats because he was looking for Aristocats.
The Disney film, I'm assuming.
Boy, that would be a
Ouch.
rude awakening.
The Disney animated film?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, very
That
different.
that movie actually has a really good soundtrack as well.
It does. And the voiceover actor is the same one from Jungle Book.
Who is it?
I forget.
Someone can Google it.
Is it who was the voice of Baloo is the voice of the lead cat in the Aristocats? It's the same actor. Same actor.
I always want to say it was Hoyt Axton, but that's not true.
And I don't think it was Don DeLuise.
Hold on. Baloo.
Baloo in the Jungle Book was the same guy in the Aristocats who was the male lead. Cat, I mean.
Cat.
Not the human. Not the butler who tried to kidnap everybody.
Phil Harris?
Phil Harris, yeah.
Phil Harris, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yep.
Great actor. Fantastic voice actor. Man, that guy, he's been in 3 Disney movies. He was Little John in Robin Hood.
That's right.
Yeah.
Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest.
Yeah.
That's my all-time favorite Disney movie.
That is a hot take because not a lot of people would say that. That's a hot take.
And it's my favorite version of Robin Hood.
That's fair.
And they have a Christmas Robin Hood pop coming out.
Good for you. Does that mean you're going to buy it? Because you have 600 more of those pops behind you.
I actually have 214. I don't think you want to sass with me.
Well, I'm just saying. Looking at your studio, it looks like you got 600 of those things.
No, those are just my Harry Potter ones.
That's ridiculous, but okay.
Coming from how far behind on movie watching are you?
I know, but hey, listen, I may not have
You're a
600
movie
of these
expert.
pops. I only got like 30 of them, but I digress.
Miss Melissa, what's your all-time favorite?
My all-time favorite is Beauty and the Beast, the animated version.
Because there is only
Nice.
one version, and that's the 91 version. There is no other version. There isn't.
I enjoyed the live as well.
I did too.
No. Nope.
You were entitled to your wrong opinion. That's fine.
That's fair.
I
No, it's
So-
fair because the only live action one that's made any sense to me is the Jungle Book. All the other ones can go in the garbage
That was
heap.
good too. That was good too.
So,
But wait, you like Corella?
No, I mean Corella's all right, but it's not one that I'm going to go back to over and over again. The only one I'm going to go back to live action wise is the Jungle Book one.
So Corella's going in the garbage then for you.
Probably. As much as
Well-
I like Emma Stone, Emma, I know you're watching. We still love you.
well, but
thank
Cruella
you.
was not an adaptation of any previous material.
It was more like an Elseworlds what if story. Really.
It was
It was
a
an alternate
wicked
universe.
prequel.
Oh, I can't wait for Wicked. Come on already. I'm undecided on the cast.
wait.
I
Wicked?
am
It's
too.
been in the making for like
What does
20
it-
years now. Jeez. That
Yeah.
thing's been
Oh,
taking forever.
Tina.
Told you I brought props.
Now, if we were talking my all-time favorite Broadway musical, Wicked is right there at the top with Les Mis. And I was just listening to that soundtrack again.
Wicked.
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's one
No
of the
one
best.
mourns the wicked.
So
I
good.
don't know if
I feel like
should
Dina should join us on Song
stay
Along Thursdays.
for the better because I knew you.
Because I knew you, I have been changed
Very funny, Andrew.
for good.
Yo,
That
so
is
Dina,
one of the
why
sweetest
aren't you
songs.
joining us on Thursdays again?
Song
I-
Along Thursday.
I sing out loud in my apartment. I don't know if you want me to do it.
Yes.
on,
You
like-
picked a song. We'll sing it.
Okay.
Yes.
No, Wicked is absolutely one of the top. I've seen a lot of Broadway shows because I worked on Broadway. I was marketing Broadway shows. That was I
Wow.
landed my dream job in New York 20-something
Giddy
years
up.
ago. But Wicked is, I will say, the last, not the very last, but the last Broadway show I saw before I left New York before pandemic was The Prom.
What can I
So-
say?
The
What can I
Prom-
say, Andrew? I got hot takes for miles, buddy. Trust me. There are so many movies that people worship at the altar, and I'm thinking this movie is boring. It
All
doesn't
right.
make sense. I don't get it. I don't know why, but that's all right. It's okay.
Undecided on the
Different
cast.
strokes for different folks.
Brian Wensloff just dropped controversy. Wicked movie will be great. The
Will.
cast is perfect so far.
Good, it
You
is.
know what else Brian said earlier, John, that you
I-
missed?
What?
Good.
He said that he thinks, and I haven't seen it yet either, but he thinks that Bella from Twilight, Kristen Stewart, is going to win an Oscar.
No,
this
I
year
saw that. I
for
saw
her
that,
movie
and I
called
purposely
Spencer
did
about
not.
Diana Spencer. And I'm like, wait a minute, wasn't there a Diana movie a couple years ago with Naomi
I
Watts or something?
purposely did not post that comment because I couldn't believe someone had the audacity to claim that Kristen Stewart
The movie's
is
not
going
even
to
out
win
yet.
Okay.
the Oscar for Best Actress.
Is the movie even out yet?
I don't
Spencer's
know.
out?
I think it's
does-
going to. I think it's still doing its rounds in theaters, though. It's not.
You mean
Oh,
you mean
no.
like what do you call it? It's limited release right now. Limited.
I haven't
something
seen.
like that.
I haven't even heard of it until
I feel
just
like
now.
Brian has seen every movie that's come out this year, and half of them aren't even out yet. So
I know. Is he pirating movies?
I think he is.
Brian,
He is.
Brian, Brian.
you're gonna get a knock from the FBI.
Yeah, Brian. Yeah, Spencer, Kristen Stewart. I don't know how that movie got made, but all right.
Yeah.
But
Hey, we've
let's-
seen worse
Let's
movies
be
get made
honest
for
here,
more.
guys. How many of you believe that the Oscars are bought? Oh,
They're,
I don't
they're-
even.
Oscar's so white. Oscars
I don't
Listen,
even believe the
listen.
Oscars are a thing.
I don't
I
think
am.
it's
I am a voting member of the Grammys
oh wow.
because I was an A&R director for a record label here in Nashville for 7 years,
Nice.
and they bought my membership,
Mhm.
and then they handed out the ballot pre-filled at the record label, and we as employees just signed the ballot.
no,
That's how it works.
That's unfortunate.
that's disgusting.
That's unfortunate for award shows.
Yeah, well, that's how it works.
Award shows are just popularity contests for adults in the spotlight.
For the most, yeah.
But
And here's the thing: how do you judge what song is better? What movie? It's art. There is
And it's
no.
subjective.
It's total. Like you can say this person ran faster than that person. This person jumped higher than that person. Which, quite frankly, I don't think is such an accomplishment. Big
So
deal.
you say, Brian. So you say.
No, but yeah, anti-pirate. No, but the thing is, I don't really believe in award shows for the arts
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
there's no. I mean, you can say this one had, the acting was stellar. Why do we need to have this hierarchy? It makes no sense. It truly makes no sense to me. And we know
Yeah.
that for someone's career, it definitely improves your
Mhm.
career if you're Grammy, Emmy, Tony, Oscar.
Mhm.
But I think the whole thing is ridiculous.
I
And I
mean-
say this as somebody who wants to win a bunch of
Yeah,
arts awards.
Exactly. Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
there too.
my friends and I, we
turn
make
it
our
down.
top 10 lists at the end of every year, but the reason we do it is because we choose the movies that we've had a chance to actually see and like say, hey, these are our top 10 favorite of the year. But it doesn't mean like it's the be all end all. Like if you look on my Letterboxd and see my top 10 from the last couple of years before the world ended, I got hot takes for miles, and people are like, why would you put this in your top 10? I'm like, dude, look, I saw X amount of movies that year. This is what I enjoyed. If you don't like it, there's the door. Don't let it strike you on the way out. I'm just saying. It's all subjective, brother.
It's different taste. Like my favorite
really
movie is
is.
not your favorite, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Just because we all have different interests, and that to me is what makes the arts
It's all
so
good.
interesting. And
Angel's got the point there.
It's why I like meeting new people every
Talk
week. 'Cause you
about
get to hear new voices and new personalities every week. It's great. It's lovely, isn't it, Johnny?
It is. It is. And hey, I got to know, Chris and Amanda show, is that Chris or is that Amanda posting? Because
Yeah.
there are a ton of
I'm gonna
comments.
say
By
it's
the way,
probably
there are a lot of
Chris,
Chris's and Amanda. So who is Chris and who's Amanda? Is this like Chris and Amanda Bynes or Amanda Bynes and Chris
No.
Chris
Powers?
and
Like,
Amanda
what-
show.
is it Cremanda? Do we make a
Cremanda.
name?
Who is
Oh my
Chris
god, I
and
like
Amanda?
that.
You guys-
Hashtag
Cremanda.
You guys need to listen to the Chris and Amanda show
Mhm.
podcast. It is
It's
more of this
amazing.
kind of fun. It's
Yeah.
Oh, is
everything
it?
you need in your life.
It does.
Uh,
And it's
oh,
Oh,
all
it's back
like
at the
music
cereal box
based.
on steroids.
Oh, it's...
I don't know. I think Dina brings the steroids to back of the cereal box. You guys
Okay.
definitely brought the fire this morning. You and Dina, Ryan. So
You're
yeah.
I
welcome.
did not see the Willow thing. I need to see
Look
that.
forward to getting the check in the
Ryan, we're
mail.
the new power couple.
It's great, isn't it?
Scary,
Yeah.
terrifying.
Dina, is back of the cereal box just going to become your new default dating app?
Oh no, that's
Could
Bumble and Hinge. I'm doing quite well with Bumble. Thank you very much.
Because
Shout out to Bumble if you want to sponsor my life. We should talk. I got great stories.
because JD the Jersey Devil, he's still looking.
No one's. I mean, we chatted, we flirted, we sexted in the comment section, but nobody
my
connected us. I don't know his real name. Which is
Oh,
so
I'll message
uncommon
you.
with some of my dates.
I got you.
I've
All
heard
right.
some things about Bumble too. So there you go.
All right, so we got to wrap this up. I just want to share my all-time favorite movie. It's the greatest movie ever made in the history of film. And that is not an exaggeration. There's only one movie anyone ever needs to see in their lifetime to understand all of film. And that is Casablanca.
That is one of my all-time favorites as well, man. Great pick. Great pick.
Oh yeah.
Claude Rains, Bogey, Ingrid Bergman. God.
And the piano
Sidney
player.
Greenstreet, Peter Lorre. Yeah.
I trust you, Rick.
Yeah, you despise me, don't you? Well, if I gave you any thought, I probably would.
Yeah,
Should be
yeah.
the beginning.
I mean,
They
you know what,
just-
Johnny? I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. That's what I think.
Awesome. Any last thoughts? Dina, Ryan, Melissa, Willow.
Yes. If you are into movies, you should watch The Stuntman.
Mm.
It is a classic movie about making movies. It's Peter O'Toole, Dennis Hopper, Barbara Hershey. I studied it in film class, and it is truly a masterpiece. Pauline Kael's reviews of it are incredible. And my final point is I'm actually writing a movie, and I'm reading Save the Cat.
Wait a minute. Andrew Milden just said Casablanca is trash. You
Well, we know
cannot
who
be
we're banning
serious.
from the studio / comment section for the next 100 years, Johnny.
Andrew, I'm using your
It's a
full name. Andrew.
All right, add him to the list. You made my list, just like Chris Jericho. You know what you just did? You just made the list. Exactly. You made the list, Andrew. That's not a good thing. If anyone makes the list, it's not a good thing for you.
Breakfast at Tiffany's, yes.
That is
Absolutely.
a great movie.
But then he confuses me by posting this at Chris, my favorite. What's your favorite? Is Chris your favorite?
What does that mean, Andrew?
Is
Be
Casablanca
specific.
actually your favorite? And you're just trying to get me riled up?
You're trying to get Johnny and I riled up, that's for sure.
I thought I did that.
You take
I guess
Casablanca
that
quite
was our job.
seriously.
Cool. I get the morning off again.
I mean, I have that movie on Blu-ray and VHS. That's how much I love Casablanca, Johnny.
I've got it on DVD, Blu-ray, and VHS. So,
Dude,
boom.
you beat me by one format. Good for you.
I'm one of those guys that if a movie is worth watching, it's worth watching on every format, worth owning on every format. That is why I also have Howard the Duck on DVD, Blu-ray, and VHS, and Laserdisc.
Wow, that's one of those movies I
I
thought
have
would go in
Wizard
the
of Oz
trash
like
heap.
that.
But anywho, do you have a Casablanca poster though?
I do.
Okay, great, because I have one too, Johnny. So you and I are even on that front.
It is not up, but it is
Neither is
here
mine.
in the room. Yes,
It's in a portfolio full of other posters that have yet to be framed.
No,
because
it's
I don't
in
have
a
any room
frame.
in this man cave for anymore.
It's in a frame, and it was in my daughter's room for quite a while, and then she decided she wanted something else on the wall, so it's sitting up here to be put up in the movie room. Because
Lovely.
this is where I've got a poster for Breakfast at Tiffany's. I've got all my Star Wars posters. One
Star Wars. There you go.
nothing but those Star Wars.
And another great Aubrey Hepburn
Mhm.
is Sabrina.
Yes. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. Absolutely one of my top 10 also. Brilliant,
Wow.
beautiful.
Really digging into the film history here.
The old stuff is what I love. 20s, 30s, and 40s. Pre-code movies. There's actually one called Ball of Fire, which is brilliant.
Really?
Yeah. I was so obsessed with anything with Katharine Hepburn and Spencer
Good
Tracy,
Lord.
Judy Garland, Mickey Rooney, all the musicals. I read the biographies. I knew who the directors were. My grandmother used to make fun of me. She'd say, "What are you watching this for? It's old." It's from her generation. She was
Get-
more contemporary than I was.
Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? That was a good one.
Great
Sidney
movie.
Poitier,
Great
In
movie.
the Heat of the Night. That's another one.
I have a feeling, Melissa, that we need to have Chris Vaglio back on the show just to talk about movies again. I mean, he's posted all these great. Gremlins is great. Listen. Gremlins is a great Christmas movie, and I thought it was a comedy until I rewatched it again last year. It is a horrific movie.
Gremlins
Yeah,
2
I
is
saw
just as
Gremlins
bad.
last year, and I'm like,
I love Gremlins 2. It is one of my favorite like comedy horror movies. But yeah, it's,
No,
I don't know. I think there's
Don't
It's
feed
there's
him
an
after midnight.
opportunity, Johnny, for you to do a crossover with Chris and his Geeks. Was it Geeks of the Galaxy? It's like Back of the Cereal Box and Galaxy of Geeks collaboration.
No, I've not heard about that. Okay, Chris, call me. All right, guys, we got to sign off. We are 15 minutes over time. I hope everyone had a good time this morning.
The best.
Always do.
Yeah,
Yes.
we did. Even though we only got to talk about movies for 5 minutes, but it's fine. We'll roll with it.
Hey, you know what? That's a reason to have you back, Ryan. See,
Well, yeah, because
we-
these days we got to make a sequel
yes.
And a prequel.
or a prequel if you want, Dina. I don't know,
And the improv rule. And Ryan, you had your first Mad Libs today. It was a special experience.
That's true.
And
I
we'll
should
do
come back
more
for
in
a
the
sequel
future.
to Mad Libs, Johnny.
We will do a sequel to Mad Libs. We still will have more rounds of Super Fight. We've got that coming up.
Oh,
We're gonna
God.
start playing live on air the Choose Your Own Adventure House of Danger game. That's coming up soon. And we'll have more comic book trivia in the future. And of course, next week we will have Cryptid Talk with CryptidCon and the host of Cryptid Crunch, Willow Schuyler. And what are you guys talking about next week, Willow?
At the Chupacabra.
I got to be on that show with you too, because there's new stuff about the Chupacabra that we got to talk about. All right, that's another show, Cryptid Crunch, next Sunday night. We got to thank a couple of sponsors. Loot Crate, they sponsored our new loot segment. Go to lootcrate.com and take 10% off with our promo code Serial10. And of course, we want to thank Willow and the Hanging with Web TV show crew, because Willow does an amazing job promoting everybody in our space, and we love you for that, Willow. And if anyone is near Gallatin, Tennessee this afternoon, I will be appearing there as Johnny Quinn, Harley Quinn, hosting the cosplay contest. Yeah, suck on that, haters. And
Wow.
yeah.
On that.
So 2
You
o'clock.
give them too much credit.
2 o'clock today. And that's it. That's it, I think. Willow, tell everyone where they can find you.
You can find me pretty much everywhere on social media. I am the social media socialite. The word that Johnny couldn't say earlier.
Listen, my tang has been tungled all morning long.
Sounds fun.
But yeah, I'm on Facebook mostly, but Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, all those good stuff. Although I haven't yet downloaded TikTok, so someone please convince me why I should be using TikTok.
Do it.
Instead of why I shouldn't be.
I actually
do
watched
it.
something on that yesterday, that it's that TikTok has inspired others, because now we have Reels on Instagram, and now we've got real things on Facebook. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Social media, it's evolving.
But yeah, you can find me later on today on Reels and Heels.
Excellent. Melissa?
Yeah. You can always find me at hopefulsimplicity.com. Same thing on all the socials, where we share the organizing tips, tricks, and solutions to get you from me to we.
Awesome. Fireball, where can people find you?
At Fireball Dina on Clubhouse and Instagram and Twitter. Dina Bakowitz on LinkedIn and Facebook. And you find me wherever Johnny is, because I'm following him.
And Ryan Permisson.
Yeah, you gotta love the followers. First of all, thanks for having me, Johnny, back in the Cereal Box crew. You're all awesome-tacular. But you can find me and all that we're doing on all forms of social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, the whole enchilada, simply at It's Nerd Culture. New videos are being posted on our YouTube channel each and every week. I do a show called And I Quote. I interview content creators of all shapes and sizes every Saturday at noon Eastern Standard Time, because now we're in EST, whatever. That's going to be today. I have an episode at noon with Kelly Gettner of Back in the Cereal Box, and she's also a part of the Back Issue Breakfast Club. So, hey, crossover. When you cross the streams, it's not always a bad thing. It's a good thing. Keep that in mind.
Yes.
But yeah,
check
no,
that
so
out
you-
today.
yeah, you can find me there. And this was fun. By the way, all the peeps in the chat and the comments, follow us on It's Nerd Culture, because we may do something called collaboration events in the near future. So check it out. But thanks for having me, Johnny.
Hey, not a problem. You're always welcome back. And for everyone who has been posting comments, we didn't get to all the comments. We just don't have enough bandwidth and time to do it. I apologize, but you guys make the show great, and I promise that we will continue to comment with our fingers. Oh, wait, that didn't sound right. We will continue to type comments in response to your comments. See what you do to me, Dina. If you like the show, sponsor us, help us out, contribute at buymeacoffee.com/cerealboxpod. That helps improve the show. And if you didn't like the show, contribute even more generously to help us improve. buymeacoffee.com/cerealboxpod. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to say farewell for another week. Farewell, so long. That's not the right lyrics. We love you, mean it, guys. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Bye.